I just built an AI system that cranks out ASMR videos on autopilot. It took me 30 minutes to set this up, and in this video, I will show you the exact steps on how I did it, and also you can grab the full workflow for free. So if we run this right now we're getting the glass mouse. As you can see here is the glass mouse. And now we're creating the video. The message is success. Perfect. And uploading YouTube, that's really up to you if you want to upload to YouTube or if you want to upload it to TikTok or wherever you want to upload it. Yeah, for me, I picked YouTube, but I'm not really gonna upload it to YouTube for real. And there we got it. And the video is being downloaded right now, and we just upload it to our drive, and there we go. And if we go back here, you can see that it's finished, and here is the video. I'm just gonna actually download the video and just show you. And that's the mouse. Yeah. Okay. And now to actually build out this entire workflow, if we're just gonna start with, we can just do a manual trigger. In this case, I'm just gonna, where is the, oh, there it is. And then we're gonna add a Google Sheet, get rows in sheet, and again, and to see how to connect your Google Sheet account, you're just going to see a video right now that will show you how you can do it. Okay, so this is how you go about authorizing Google products so you can use them within n8n. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new project. So I'm just going to call this, I don't know, localhost v3, for example. And you create that by clicking up here in a new project, of course. Once it's done, we're just going to go here, select the project, because once you've created it, it goes to the old one that you were looking at before. Once we've done that, we're going to search for, let's say, Google Sheet API, because that's the node I'm working on right now. So if I go in here, I'm working with the Google Sheet API. So I'm just going to enable that product. Once we enable that, I'm just going to search for Google Drive API as well up top. And then you're going to see here is the first one pretty much. I'm just going to enable that one as well. Okay, perfect. So now all we need to do is create a consent screen, which you can see on the left side over here. And once I click on the consent screen, it will lead me to this page. And all we need to do is just go get started right away. And we can just app name, localhost, consent screen. You can name it whatever you want and select the Google email there. We're just going to do external here. And here we're just going to insert. I'm just going to copy that email and use the same email here. And I'm just going to agree to all that and then create. So on contact, just paste whatever email you want to paste in there. It's really up to you. Once we've done that, we can actually go under audience. And under audience, we can add test user and paste in whatever email you're going to work with within n8n. If you don't paste in the email here, it's not going to work because that email is not a test user, because this is a test application until you actually publish it. And to publish it, you can just click up here, but that's a whole nother thing to go through. But once we've done that and we've added it there, at that point, we're pretty much done with this page. So all we need to do really is click over here, then go to, where is it? Over here, API and services, and then go to credentials. So API and services, credentials. Once we are in credentials, we go create credentials and then Auth client ID. Application type, we're going to do, and then I can call this localhost v3 render, for example. There we go, web application. And then we need the redirect URI, which you're actually going to find within this node. So if we go into this Google Sheet trigger node, I can use essentially copy this. And the way I got this, I mean, essentially search for this and then trigger on row added, popped up, and then you have it, and there you have the URL. Okay, so once we actually have the URL, all we really need to do is, well, create the OAuth over here, application type, and then localhost v3, and then just paste the URL in here and then create. When you create it, you get a client ID. So all you really need to do is just paste in the client ID, client secret, same thing there. Just copy it, paste it in here, just double check, save, and then sign in with Google. Sign in with the test email you pasted in before, and then continue, and then choose all, continue, and you're done. That's it. So now if I go here, you can see that I have access to this file pretty much. So if I run it, I get all this. So if you want to add some more items to this project, all you need to do is you search for email API or calendar API and just enable them. That's all. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna assume that you watched the video or that you're already connected. So yeah. And we're just gonna take the status here, and it's just gonna be waiting to be processed. And then we're also only gonna return only the first matching row. So maybe right now I might do this. I'm just gonna copy paste this down here, and I might just do tech instead, and I'm gonna change that. And then I might do glass candy, for example. Let's do that. And then I'm just gonna execute this step, and I'm just gonna get the glass candy, as you can see here. Perfect. Then the next step is that we need to add an AI agent. And for this AI agent, we just need to add a user message, which is this one. And as mentioned before, you're going to have access to this full prompt. So you don't have to scroll through this video, try to figure out and copy each or take a screenshot of everything. But how this works is that if this is here, then the AI tool will essentially follow the instructions of the futurist text sci-fi simulation, which is this one. And then it has an example prompt of how the prompt should look like, and it will just create that for me. The pacing is methodological and hypnotic, no dialogue. And that's essentially the entire job of this AI agent over here. And then we, of course, need some sort of brain. You can use, I'm just going to use for one mini. It works fine in this case. Then it has created a prompt, which is over here. And the next step is that we need a HTTP request because we need to create the video. And to create the video, we need to go to kai.ai. Once you've logged in, all you need to do is just go here, SORA2, and then go to text to video, API, create task, scroll all the way to the bottom almost, request example, copy the curl, go back to the file or n8n, and then import that. Once you've imported that, you will be able to paste your API key here, which is fine. You can do that. That's not a problem. But I generally speaking just do this. I just do header out and then I just add it here. The reason for that is that if you share this file, they won't have access to your API key. So if you wanted to use this way, you'll just copy an alteration and then you will do bearer down here, and then you will write your API key. Remember that you need a space here between bearer and your API key, and then save that. That's how you'll do it. But the only reason you do this is because if somebody gets access to this file, they will see your API key here. And since I'm sharing this file, I need to do this way. But yeah, either ways. And then we're going to go to JSON down here, and we're just going to use the JSON, using JSON. And I'm going to remove this because I generally don't use a callback URL. And then we're gonna set a prompt. I'm just gonna do output, and then I'm gonna change that as well. And I'm just gonna do aspect radio to portrait. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all you really need. Then I'm gonna execute, and it's just invalid. So I'm just gonna do this. Can you stringify this JSON. So I'm just debugging it, and the fastest way is just to use ChatGPT for that. And now it did it for me. I'm just going to paste it back. And as you can see, the entire string is now stringified. Before it was kind of white, but now the entire thing is green, which is good. Then we're going to run that. We got a success message. We're going to put a wait node, and I will probably put 30 seconds. As you can see down here, it ran like 30 times because it was 5 seconds. And then I will add another HTTP request, which is, so this one is actually create video. This is get video. And to get the video, we need to go back to key, query task, scroll, where's it? Oh, it's at the top. It's just copy the request example and then import that like that. And then we're just going to remove the headers, do generic, do header, and select key. And once we've done that, we're just going to execute the previous code, remove that. It's going to wait 30 seconds. And while we're waiting, I guess we could add in the switch node. I'm going to show you why we're doing that, but yeah. I can just show you in the meantime, because the reason is that we have different states, and if the state is failed, we will send an email. If the state is success, we will continue to the next step of downloading the video and uploading. But the other states, which is waiting, queuing, generating, those states need to keep running this loop until we actually got the video. So record info is null, which is fine. It's because we didn't add this task ID here. So as you can see, it's generating right now. So if it's generating, we kind of want to like go back into the loop again like that. And all we really need to do is just take this JSON state, which is here. And we just want to say that is equal to success and then do that right. And then we want to do another one, and we're just going to do fail. And then we're just going to say fail. And then we're going to do one more, and this last one is just gonna be is not equal to success. This makes sure that we are creating, and that is essentially the entire like loop. So if we put it back now, it's just gonna keep on looping until the video is actually done. And when the video is done, just gonna branch it off here, or if the video fails, we're just gonna branch it off there. So that's where essentially the Gmail node comes into the picture. And if you've already like set up Google Sheet, all you really need to do with Gmail is log into your Google Cloud Console and just take enable on Gmail, and then this is pretty much it. There's not a lot of, but as you can see here, the video is a success and it worked. So all we really need to do now is just do HTTP request, and we want to download the video. And to do that, we're just gonna check here. Yeah. So with this, we're able to get the URL, because the reason for why we do this is because I'm just gonna show you what happened. Because if I do this, I get this result URL and then these brackets, and you can't really get you can't do like a get on that. That's not a URL. And if I do this, I only get like the first bracket, and if I do that, I get like, so you kind of need to essentially turn it into a JSON. And I think is like you either way, you kind of need to turn it into a JSON so that you actually get the URL, and then you do results URL at 0. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we're just gonna download that, which gives us a binary file. Once we have the binary file, we're just gonna go for Google Drive, and we're just gonna upload the file. And in this case, we can just go schema. We can go here, and we can just do description. And we're just gonna upload that. And then, of course, the last step is Google Sheet. And the reason for why I'm not really explaining this with like setting up your credentials is because once you've set up your credentials with Gmail, Google Drive, or Google Sheet, you really just need to go into Google Cloud Console and click enable on the next thing in the list, and then you can just use it right away. That's quite literally everything. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna match by description. So we're gonna add description here. And I'm just gonna add there. And we don't need to change the type. But we do, however, need to change the status to finished. Do not touch quality, do not touch aspect ratio. For prompt, we can save that. And for the video, we do need the URL. And for the URL, we can just gonna change the name. And we can just copy this and just go back here and paste it here and turn it into an expression, of course. So in this case, that didn't really work. So I'm just gonna do this result. Okay, and then I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to grab the URL for me from this JSON. And if we try that, there you go. So now we can upload everything here. So we got the file, we also got the prompt, we also updated the status over here, and on top of it, we uploaded a file to our Google Drive as well. So now it's really about what you want to do. I mean, you could use Potato to post it on different social media if you want to do that. That's really up to you. But yeah, this is an entire thing. Like this is an entire thing. Uh, but I will mention that this entire flow will be available for free down below in the description. And if you feel like this video was helpful and yeah, that you got some sort of value out of it or learn something new, make sure to subscribe because I will keep uploading different videos in terms of what I'm learning and just sharing what is working and etc. So yeah, I will see you in the next one then.